Hello, my dear students. In infectious diseases and how to prevent them, today we shall see the last part of the lesson, that is public health service facilities. That means what are the health service facilities provided by the government. Fine. So public to prevent the spread of many of the infectious diseases and some of the epidemics. Health and community welfare programs are undertaken at the national level. That means what? No, always there will be a campaign about maintaining the health of personal as well as public and the community. So for that some welfare programs are organized by government and in the entire country, that is at the national level. Fine. So community programs for vaccinations are also undertaken as part of national health schemes. So like for example, you might have seen that whenever there is polio vaccination, okay, there will be so many times no ad coming on the television, or maybe banners will be put everywhere to make people aware about the different types of vaccination for the small children. So this is also one part or one program that is for vaccination is also undertaken by the national health schemes. Fine. Then children are given the vaccine by trained people. So whenever your mother or if you are not aware of yourself, you might have seen that your younger one or maybe your cousin, brother or sister might have been taken to vaccination program every month, or maybe whenever the dates are given by the public service facilities, that time you might have seen that the children are given vaccines by trained people. No, you and me cannot give. Okay, you and me cannot give the vaccines. For that there is a special training given for special people like nurses, doctors, okay, health workers. There are these peoples which are trained to give the vaccine. So other than these other people, then these people cannot give any vaccines. So for that a trained person only is required to give the vaccine, like the doctor, nurses or maybe other health workers. Okay, now primary health centers are also established at various village levels. Okay, so primary health centers are established at the village level. So you might have seen certain primary health centers like this, okay, wherein people can go and take the medications for any type of disease free of cost. So that every person, whether it is a poor or a rich person, are able to get any of the health facilities which are given by the government. So there are even also facilities like mobile dispensary, ambulances. Fine. So for the welfare fund, and welfare fund for the disabled means what? Mobile dispensaries and ambulances means what? You might have heard about nowadays that 108, if you just call 108, ambulance will come. So such type of facilities are also available for the people. Even welfare fund is given for some of the disabled, that means handicapped people are there. For them even money is given for the treatment. Okay, so this is all done by the government. Okay, primary health centers are established at village level. Not only this, there are also facilities like mobile dispensaries, ambulances and even welfare fund for the disabled. Disabled means handicapped people. So you can see a person on a wheelchair here, correct? No, so for this type of people also certain facilities like giving money on a financial help is also given to these people. Fine. Then facilities like the urine test, okay, services like the examination of the urine means no, what is urine? Fine, I hope you must be knowing what is urine. Fine. Then blood also can be checked, X-ray can be taken, ultrasound sonography can be done, also available through various health programs. For this, you can go to the government hospitals. All this will be done free of cost. Okay, instead of going to the private hospitals, wherein you will have to pay lot of money for this. So these facilities are always available by the government, made available by the government. Therefore, it is also called as public health service facilities. Okay, and since why this part is included in your textbook, because everybody has to be made aware that all these facilities are made available by the government free of cost. And always we should take these facilities. Why? Because it is done, whether any blood checkup or maybe something, vaccines and all are given, they are available fresh there. Okay, instead of going to the private hospital and all, you can use these public health service facilities which are free of cost. Fine. So even the patients can get the service they need without any delay. Okay, because all these facilities will be available at one place. So people just have to go do their checkup, whether it is urine checkup, urine examination, blood examination, if any x-ray has to be taken, or maybe sonography has to be done. Ultrasound sonography has to be done when a pregnant woman is there. She needs to check how is the baby and all. Everything is available in the government hospitals. Fine. Next. So people are also educated about the right method of handling drinking water and food. Okay, these awareness programs are also done by the government, so that people should know how to handle the drinking water and food. That means it should be filtered, it should be boiled. All these facilities, all these programs, awareness programs are also created for the common people. Even how the food should be kept, it should be kept covered and all, everything is been told by the public service health service facilities. Even they are urged to maintain cleanliness in their surroundings. Okay, and it is forbidden by law to spit in the public place. So everywhere you might have seen, wherever it is a hospital or any clean area and all, it will be always written no spitting. Okay, no spitting means we cannot spit anywhere on the in a public places. Okay, so there is an urge, people are made aware, or they are urged to maintain everywhere cleanliness in the surroundings. And it is also forbidden by law. So that means if anybody is caught spitting in a place wherein it is written no spitting, then there will be strict action taken against those people who are spitting in the public places. So since it is forbidden, okay, it is not allowed by the law. So the purpose of this ban is to prevent the spread of diseases. Now you have learnt about there are certain diseases like which spreads through the spittle of the person when it spreads in the air, like all the diseases which are caused due to air, that is tuberculosis or maybe swine flu, okay, and then bird flu. All these spread through, or maybe a common cold or flu, these are spreading through the spittle of the person, infected person. Therefore there is a ban to spit on the in the public places, just to prevent certain diseases. So you can see the pictures. Cleanliness drives are taken in so many places nowadays, right? And even there is a ban on the spitting in the public places. Then next. Mass media means people are made aware about the different methods. Okay, people mass media also used for raising public awareness about the health and the hygiene issues. Now you might have seen on the Doordarshan channel and all, DD1, DD2, National, DD National, or maybe Sahyadri channel. These channels always bring about awareness with regard to different things like saving water, keeping cleanliness around everywhere, okay, to stop the breeding of the mosquitoes and all these programs are shown on the television. So just to make the people aware, common people aware about the health as well as hygienic issues, how everybody has to maintain cleanliness around themselves. Fine. So this is regarding the public health service facilities. Now let us little go further, that is, do you know? Okay, now earlier it was believed that the diseases either caused by the anger of the god. Okay, now people used to say that these diseases are caused by, certain diseases are caused by the anger of the god. Okay, but do you think so that a god is so inhuman that god will be causing any disease? No, my dear students, disease is not caused by the anger of the god, or maybe the wrath of evil spirits, or maybe due to the black magic and all. Nothing happens. All these are fake news or fake things. So children, please do not believe in all these superstitious things. You have learned in this lesson that diseases are not caused by the anger of the god, or maybe due to evil spirit, or maybe due to black magic. A disease is caused by the microorganisms, correct? So microorganisms are the one which spreads diseases. Fine. So you know that microorganisms are kind of living things, but there are certain microorganisms that do not cause disease at all. Some of the microorganisms are also useful to us, and they bring about the conversion of the milk in the yogurt, because of one bacteria called as lactobacillus. Now this you don't need to learn, but I'm just telling you. Okay, the milk can be converted into curd, and curd is very good for digestion process. So there are certain microorganisms which are not harmful, but they can be also useful to us in a way that they bring conversion of the milk in the yogurt. This is one example. Second, fermentation of the batter for idlis. You have seen that whenever mother has to prepare idlis or maybe dosa or amboli, she has to keep the batter ready the previous day, correct? And she adds to it udid dal and all, right? And during the whole night she keeps that, and morning she will take out the make the idlis or maybe dosa or maybe amboli. Now do you know what is exactly happening here? There is nothing but fermentation process taking place due to certain microorganism. Okay, so you can see you can prepare the curd from the milk. Okay, then even a batter, you can see how the batter has come up, rose like this up, so that when the idlis are coming the next day, you'll find that they are very fluffy, soft in texture. It's just because of the fermentation which is caused by certain microorganisms. Like for example, lactobacillus only converts this batter which is prepared, fermented, and can be used for making the idlis or dosa. Fine. So these are some of the useful things which microorganisms can do. So don't think that microorganisms are only harmful, but they are also useful in certain manner. And you are going to learn about some of the uses of microorganism in the higher classes. Fine. Now let's see. Always remember. Okay. Always remember that cleanliness, a balanced diet, and vaccination are essential for prevention of infectious diseases. So not only one thing, that is not only cleanliness, but even everyone should have a balanced diet so that your body will be fit and fine to resist certain diseases. And even certain diseases can be prevented through vaccination. So therefore, whenever vaccinations are to be given to children, it should be given on time. Fine. So students, I hope so you have understood this. So you have to remember this, that is cleanliness, balanced diet, vaccinations are essential for prevention of infectious diseases. Fine. Now what we have learned in this lesson, that is the summary of the lesson. Let's see now what we have learned, okay, together. Diseases are caused by microorganisms, and such diseases which are caused by microorganisms are also called as infectious diseases. Every infectious disease is caused by a specific microorganism or germ. So we have learnt like that different types of diseases, and each of these diseases is caused by a specific microorganism. Okay, that microorganism will cause that particular disease only. So specific microorganisms are there for each of these diseases. Fine. Then infectious diseases spread through different mediums. That is one, water, second, food or maybe air by direct contact with the infected person by touching and all, and through insect bites. Then, if care is taken, if we take care to prevent germs from entering the body, the spread of disease can be prevented. And this I have already taught you how it can be prevented, right? Now, if many people in a place get a disease at the same time, then such a disease is called an epidemic. This also we have learned, right? Then we have also learned that vaccination is an excellent method of preventing the disease. So this is all regarding the lesson infectious diseases and how to prevent them. So I hope so you have understood the whole lesson, and you need to take care whatever precautions I have mentioned to you as and when I had made the different videos. So I hope so you will follow all those instructions whatever given by me. Whenever it is supposed to be an infectious disease, you need to take certain precautions. So thank you my dear students, and we will meet in the next lesson in the next video. Bye and thank you.